As I have learned a few weeks ago, if you want to be a professional in your industry, you need to know what can go wrong. And last week I have started this series with the first topic. It was water flow. Today I want to share some things that can go wrong with your indoor waterfall regarding pumping. And number one, what can happen is you might get sucking noise, which means that when the pump is sucking in water, air also goes in, and this is causing noise. You don't want to have that. So it's important to have the pump at a position where this doesn't happen, and you also have to adjust the sucking pipe so that it won't suck air. And yeah, maybe there's some other things to consider here too, but I will just share what can go wrong, the solutions, and how to avoid that. That is going to be the content of another video. So the next problem, what can happen is that your pump is simply too big, not only regarding its own size, but also regarding its power. So it's simply overpowered and consumes too much energy because a half size of a pump also would have done it. So this can be a problem, and it can also cause other problems, because if your pump is permanently too strong, you need to reduce it. Usually you do it with a valve. That means the pump is pumping against resistance and this will make the pump not live so long. So the best thing for a pump actually is if it can rotate without too much resistance. Otherwise, yeah, it's not going to last very long. Then what also can happen if you have a too big pump, but also for other reason, is that the pump is too loud, which means you have a beautiful indoor waterfall, but all the time you're hearing the pump in the back. This can be because the pump itself is too loud, or the setup makes the pump too loud, or as I've mentioned, the pump has too much power or is too strong, as we will see in the next point. This also will create noise coming from the pump. Then air can be stuck in the system, in the hoses, and once the air reaches your pump, it will stop pumping, because the air is pushing the water away, and you're thinking, oh, my pump is broken, but it's not the broken pump. It is because air has entered the system, and that will make your pump stop pumping. And if this is for a too long time, your pump is going to get hot, and this will then also break the pumps. You want to avoid air entering your pump. This can happen if you don't have enough water, or as I said, because from somewhere air is entering your system. So this is also something that can go wrong. Then, as I have described, your pump is too strong, brings the problem that it's probably too loud, uses too much, consumes too much electricity. And you also don't want to have it too strong. Of course, you don't want to have it too weak too, because then you have your whole setup and the water simply is not enough to create a complete water film at your indoor waterfall. And then the last point for today, your pump is not accessible, which means you have placed the pump in an area which is, in order to get there, you have to disassemble the whole indoor waterfall. And even worse, maybe your cable with the plug is also hidden and not accessible, which means you cannot change the pump fast and easy. You have to disassemble the whole thing. I've seen that, and it's really sad, because this project where I've seen it, the cable of the pump, it was hidden in a drywall, and there was simply no way to put the cable through the drywall after everything was closed. So the drywall had to be opened in order to access the cable for the pump and to exchange the pump. You need to consider that pumps can break, not only because of their low quality or whatever happens, also if you don't use them properly, they are going to break. So These are the main points. I'm sure our team will find more points because we're going to do some brainstorming on that. And I hope you are interested in becoming a business partner. If so, please contact me. We are a growing number worldwide, and the more people we are, the more benefit we all have. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and